Greetings, everybody. You know who this is. Yes, it is. It's that Malice. But of course, I go by a different name on here. I go by Psycho. Psycho, whatever you want to call yourself. Psycho. Anyways, by the way, there's like two people that uses this name, so you will have to figure out who and which is the one. I am the Malice Seiko, okay? Just so you know, so it doesn't get mixed up. And of course, there is another Malice. Somebody took my name. How dare you? But anyways, I ain't too worried about it. If they start starting trouble, then that's a problem. Yeah, but hopefully not. Don't do it. Okay. So, now this is a tutorial that, just say Winter Malice, okay? Winter Malice, yeah, Winter Malice, that's fine. So, anyways, the one that you want to start with is the tutorial. Yes. If you went through the tutorial and skipped it, I am so sorry. I am so sorry, but I kind of understand that if you can't understand and comprehend what they're saying, or you're kind of bored of what they type, then I guess that I could see why you skipped it, but, you know, it's very helpful. Do not skip the tutorial! But it's okay. Because if you did, then I will try my best, my damnedest, to actually help you. Okay. So, in this game of alchemia story, there's things called classes and jobs. Well, jobs are classes, yes. But most people refer them to jobs. But you know them as classes in different games. But see, some people don't know this, but with these classes and jobs, you have to have a specific weapon. But I mean, you don't really have to, but I would suggest it because it gives you more damage and bonus stuff and stuff like that. You know, it's very helpful. So these jobs and classes have different rankings. Yes, it does. Each ranking, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. First, it'll start over. You have to go from, like, in rank 2 to rank 3, you start from level 1, which is kind of weak, and I know it's pitiful, but you can actually level them up. Quite fast, actually. But, the rank 1 is automatically now maxed. That's right, maxed. Alchemia developers have maxed the first tier 1 jobs, so that way the new people can actually keep up with the veterans. Yay! Or in case of the veterans lose their account, there was a incident called a gym bug. Yes, a gym bug. And if you did it, you get mass banned. And oh, before I forget, listen close. If somebody tells you to do something very suspicious and very odd, like, I don't know, like give them your account and information, do not do it. Do not. I repeat, do not. Follow the TOS. Because it's there for your own protection. It is there for your own safety. Because if you give somebody your account, you're giving away your credit card number, your email, oh no, and other stuff. It's just best, if you're trying to make money, don't do it that way. Do it a different way. Make money in a different way. Don't do it that way. No. Because I've seen some bad nightmare things happen. I had friends that did that stupid move. And guess what? They lost their accounts. They were, they messed up. They let people use their account also. And it messed them up. They made the person mad, or they did other things. And, yeah, the person took their account. Sold it. Or whatever they did to other people. And they no longer have it. You can get scammed. Do you understand? Scammed! Don't do it. But people don't listen to TOS. No, they want to be badass and smart. That is not smart. That is a dumb move. Let me tell you. Dumb. Do not sell your account. Do not give away your account. You're going to get that account banned. You understand me? Banned. And of course, it just looks bad on you. But not only that, you put a lot of time and effort in these accounts. Yes. Yes. You don't want to start over, do you? All the beautiful stuff that you get for that account, all the effort you put into that account to achieve whatever you want. And of course, if you had quit, well, you might want to come back. But you just end up losing that account. That's sad. So don't do it. But anyways, enough of me mentioning that, which is very important though. Do not go against TOS. Follow it, please. There has been some people that exploited some stuff in this game. Do not listen to them. For goodness sake, please don't. So if you know that something wrong, or it's something that just you wouldn't do, be smart. Do not listen to those people. Anyways, so now on to the quest. You're probably wondering about main quest. Events. Events, if you're trying to level up your weapons, you have this right here. Beginner dungeon. And they're called enhance. Not the orb ones, the enhanced ones. You want the beginner enhanced dungeon. Beginner and Inish enhanced dungeon, as well as advanced enhanced dungeon. Those are the weapons ones. That's what levels up your weapons. Now the orb dungeons. These are to level up your skills for your class, jobs, whatever you want to call them. Make sure to level them. That way you become stronger. Stronger, I tell you. But when your classes are become stronger, you get sub-gear. And sub-gear slots are like these. They give you slots. They give you a total of 6 slots, actually. But I'm not maxed, so... Yes, that is true. And you get skills for that class. And if you got the correct weapon, you can actually do some skills. Which, I'm a hero. So, I have hero skills. Now, I was told that you would have to have elemental, the same element kind of weapon, same weapon, into your sub-gears. If you up them, you get stronger. Basically, you up your element weapon of the same weapon, and it ups your skills. I mean, mine's pretty low. I've tried it. Like, I tried the water element. It was low. So I went back to my my one setup that I have for right now, because it's stronger than the element at this moment. So that's what I'm going to do. But they call it like water build, wind build, fire build, earth build. Yeah. But I wasn't taught that. Not sure why, The person didn't teach me, but I guess I'll find out soon enough. Dun 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 dun. So there's several different types of skills, and as well as different types of jobs classes. There is the attacking kind of DPS kind of class. Yeah. There's tanky kind of classes. And there is support, which is very, very. We don't have many of those. If you're into support, do it. Do it. I mean, you don't have to main it, but I mean, it's best to have it because it's kind of rare on this game. The tier 3 jobs for that is the Saint as well as Shaman. So try them out. I mean, Shaman does the debuffing, and of course there is Bard that actually buffs the party, but the debuffing of the bosses and stuff is very useful. Very useful. Shaman is like epic. Like, seriously, a must need in a party. And healing, well, it's the Saint. It's they heal you as well as Bard, but I mean, Bard is like buffer kind of like class in a way, so to speak. I don't really mess with Bard, but you know, it's up there. I believe it's a tier 2 job. I could be wrong. It could be tier 3. It could be up into the most big bosses too. You can use Bard. Bard is great. So if you want to try out Bard, go for it. There's other jobs, different types of jobs. Now for weapons, they have like different types. They got hammer, one-handed weapon of the hammer, two-handed swords, one-handed swords, fist types, bows, staffs, spears, two-handed hammers, daggers, you know. But yeah, and of course you get your armor and stuff, which you get those from gotchas. Gotchas is a very, very useful thing. Legendary LRs are very legendary. They're great to have. So if you ever get a LR, keep it. Do not sell it. Do not sell your LRs. They're very important. To me, they're very important for your jobs, which I do have quite a few. There is different types of, you know, jobs. There's like a hunter kind of like bow job. You got a spearsman, you got two-handed, you got your daggers, which your shaman type kind of classes use daggers. Yes. Only use one. Yes. There is a class that dual wields, which is called CX, aka CX. But you can use it with magic swordsman. That is a attacky kind of class. Very complicated class, but I mean, for me it is, but others I'm pretty sure can get the hang of it. Oh, somebody's over here. Oh, they're probably doing their thing. Sorry, y'all. But yeah. So for your skills, upping your skills, skill bell up, like right here. Notice these orbs. You have to have different types of orbs. They'll tell you exactly what kind of orbs you need for your skills, for your class, you know. But like I said, all rank 1 classes are maxed. Only have to worry about rank 2 and rank 3. Woohoo! But you will, like I said, go here, go all the way down to these. You don't have to worry about certain days. You hear me? You don't have to worry about certain days of going in and getting a certain element now. They made all elements for every day now. Isn't that great? Yeah, they didn't have that before. So, your main quest is this. Make sure to follow the arrow. Or you can auto follow, but I would suggest to like kind of manual follow as well as auto if you want. But, you know, it's just useful. We do have mounts, but you don't unlock the mounts until later into the main quest. So, but you'll get your first mount. But you can get mounts in the shop. You can get your gear, like very good gear in the shop as well. Up here, this tab, right up here. There's missions and campaigns, which when there's like an event, it'll give you missions and stuff. We get a lot of events in this game, like one after another, it seems like. So, very useful. Yes. Yes. So there's like part 1, part 2 of an event. So part 2 has the bosses. Part 1 is mostly like fighting the mobs and getting some like goodies, you know, rewards. You get little items, you know, that most people gather. But Yame is very important, so make sure to build him up. And of course, build up your weapons. Enhance your cores, like you probably see some like this one. Ooh, very success rate. That's very low, but first shot and it failed. Uh-oh. And of course, you want to awaken your weapon, which right here, breakthroughs. I say break your weapon. You're not exactly breaking your weapon, but the weapon you want to keep, you click it, but do not use it as your material to break it. So choose a different other weapon. You know what I mean? And it's really best for that. And if you're going to do Oisa, you want to do your main weapon this. Your sub gears should be this. Your sub gears should have that like effect for your chaos. But Novas are for your main weapon that you use. You hear me? But now, you open your slots. You need drills. See, I need my blues and yellows open. But the cores you put in them, they're very helpful. They come in 4 beautiful colors. Beautiful colors. Yes, yes. They come in blue, yellow, green, and red. Oh my gosh. Those 4 colors are crazy, but they all have meaning. Yes. Yes, they do. Red is for your physical attack and magic attack. That's right. So it's good for your attacker kind of class. And as well as the green. The green, it's like elemental defense and your elemental attack. So add those into your cores. Or your core slots anyways. So make sure you have some green, you know, if you're into the attacking one. Now, the yellow. Ooh, my favorite. Which is, if you're a tanky, kind of, or maybe attacker, yellow can go 2 different ways. HP. Yep, it ups your HP. HP on yellow cores. And then dual, which I say damage limit, it ups your limit further. So your dual is in yellow. Yellow cores are great. Always get you some yellow cores. And then, let me tell you, blue. Blue is for your defense. This is great for your tanky kind of class. So it goes for your physical defense as well as your magical defense. Awesome sauce. So, yeah. Really good stuff. And see, for each class, let me explain something. For your paladins, if you want to use paladin, use a shield and one-handed sword. And even up into your divine knight. That's a tanky class. It's really good if you want to soak up damage. But let me tell you, it can be offensive. You can actually attack with that. Surprisingly, I've seen somebody murder me with it, believe it or not. And their attack was like subpar. Such a bully. But yeah, let me tell you, it's a very interesting class to have. Very, very defensive. Very useful to have a DK inside of a boss fight, because you never know. The whole party might just end up dying, and they need you. They need you to protect them. You need to be the main target of the boss. That's the goal. Okay? Okay? Okay. So, they use shield and one-handed sword. Also, for conjuring, like a shaman conjurer, they use daggers. They use a dagger. Just one dagger, okay? Okay? One dagger. If you're like a hunter or, I forgot, it's tier 3 job, but it's after hunter. It's a bow job. Yeah, it's a bow job. So use bows. Healing is a staff, like saint and priest. Very good for health. So make sure to actually use a staff. Of course, it can be used for your mages and other stuff. Kind of typey kind of class, like a zodiac class. The zodiac class, you use a staff. Fighter, high fighter, Kaiser, fist job. You use fist weapons. Okay, that is a very complicated job. So you have to have your skills in a certain way, like in order for it to actually do some really good damage. So you have to press your skills in a certain way. Most what you call it, classes are like that too. So, but you know, it's do what you can. You ain't gonna be perfect at first, so don't put too much pressure on yourself. So, for hero, two-handed sword, or legend, they're all two-handed swords. Okay. Also for your magic swordsman and your CX, which is it's abbreviations for the tier 3 job. CX, 2 of the one-handed swords. It's the dual wield kind of class. Explorer is just a tier 1 job. You don't really have anything that really goes from that. Okay, so initiator and engineer, one-handed axe. Just the one-handed, not the two-handed. One-handed. And then berserk. I think it's like some kind of berserker destroyer. It's the two-handed axe weapon. Okay. Very useful. I forgot what the assassins. I think it's dagger also. Blade dancer and deathbringer or something. I think it is a dagger. I could be wrong. I don't have the tier 3 of the assassin blade dancer, so I don't know if it still works with dagger, but use a dagger for those. I think I covered most of that, of the weapons. Yep. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I make good weapons? And see, these are the events right here. that's going on. Usually once they're gone, there's another event they'll pop. Do these every day right here. Zell Dungeon and Alchemy Water. Each day they'll give you a bunch of Zells and a bunch of waters. You get 1 water each day. So save them up. Do what you can. And if you're coming out of the tutorial, save your gems, save your alchemy stones. Like I said, there's cores. And the cores help you. But you need a master drill. A master drill is 6,000 alchemy stones. Okay? And you get them in shop. And you get them in a trade section. The trade section. Don't try to go in for emotes. Most people would. But if I was you, if you're starting out, I wouldn't do it. I would save it up to 6,000 and get your, you know, get your drills, man. Get your drills. Of course, you're wondering about the battle system. Let me show you. Since I'm a hero, most people wonder about the battle system because it's a very different. This is the thing about Alchemia Story, okay? Its battle system is very unique. It really is. It's not like Torum Online or Irona Online or, you know, some of their other brands. This is a very unique kind of battle system, which I'll show you exactly how this goes. Okay? Depending on your class and what you do, and of course there's dungeons that you can also get bronze coins, which is right over here. First, just do your main quest. That should be your primary, okay? But when you open up Fire Cave and like Valley of the Wind, which we call it VOW, VOW for short, do those every day once you open those. But for right now, don't worry about it until you get your main quest up. So there you go. And by the way, main quest is solo. You got you and Yame to do your main quest. You got to do them. Okay? I know it sounds like a pain, but it's the truth. So, let me show you how the system works. It's not that bad. Let me tell you, it's not that bad. Of course, there's decent people, but there's also some weird people too. So be prepared, okay? This game has all sorts of weirdness. Let me tell you. Okay. Oh, and by the way, this is Ox Cart. If you've been to a map already in your quest and you unlocked it, you can go to him and you can fast travel to those. You don't have to travel all in the walking distance. You can use Ox Cart now. But I love to like long travel sometimes, so it's really cool. See, you got your mounts. This is a paid mount. You have to use like real money for this. Really cool. It's a car. But there's different types of mounts. And they do actually have some kind of ability. So make sure you wear your mount. Okay, so as you notice, these are Jurimis. They're gonna die very easy with me. But as you know, Levy actually can give myself some HP. But if you're like hero, you want your HP down low to do more damage. So, as you notice, I had took damage. Which is a good thing, but you don't want to go too low. You don't want to die. So Levy and Excite actually helps bring up some HP. And there's a thing, an item called strike earrings, okay? Strike earrings take some HP off by it quite a bit, but it gives you a lot of power. And you get that from Fafnir, but let me tell you, it's a suicide mission. Like, seriously. Like, you put too much. There's like a certain gear that also does the same thing. Like it takes like HP down, but it helps a little bit. So it's good to have like full gear of that, as well as strike earrings if you're using hero type kind of class. And of course I got my item drop, but see, I'm gonna show you also on something. Maybe I should actually drive there. I don't know which one's faster, but yeah. Area bosses. Area bosses are in that orange looking thing. I wouldn't do that yet until like you're up into your main quest. Yes, that. So make sure, so when you have all your jobs situated and everything, try your area bosses. They take area boss tickets. You can buy those, or you get them from events. Events actually give you quite a bit of other stuff. This is a notice board. Weird people post on those, but people do sell some stuff on there too. Ignore the weird people. You hear me? Ignore them. They're kind of weird. They really need some, I don't know, medical attention or something. So they post weird stuff on there, but people that sell stuff also put stuff on there. So pay attention to the ones that's selling stuff. Don't just, yeah. I just, it's hard to explain. People just post weird, dumb stuff, like unnecessary things that it's just not really useful. And if you're wondering how to change classes, I know you're probably wondering about that, because that's a main thing for people. How do I get my classes? How do I change it? Alright. We're going back. And by the way, this chick over here is the main general store. There's like two to three, 4 people in this game in different towns. Okay, there's one in each town that sells stuff. So make sure you can sell stuff there. Okay? This is your storage person. You store items and stuff into him. But, you know, we'll get more into that later. And I'll explain more about Liz. Liz gives you achievement items, event items, like past event items, reward stuff. Okay. You see this chick right here? This chick. Yeah, this chick. Right here. I'll zoom right on her. Ain't she adorable? This chick gives you your job quests. Like, your class, jobs, whatever. Her name is Koho. Job quests, see? You can get your job quests to actually become these classes. Priest, planetary mage, engineer, hunter, lancer, cavalier. Okay. I'm going to tell you something very useful. Tier rank 2 jobs. The max level cap is 70. Ooh. Now, max level cap for rank 3 jobs, level 90. Yeah, but it's a pain. Let me tell you, it's a pain to actually cap rank 3 jobs. You don't have to actually rank those completely up, like all of them. You don't. Only the ones that you want to actually do. Rank 2 jobs, max all of them. Every bit of them. All of them. So yes. So Coho does that. Now they have certain things. They have Navi, one-time parties. This is like for area bosses. Be very, very careful when going up higher. They got another boss battle. Different type. Well, I guess it is the same. Never mind. I got team battles, which you do on the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday mornings. A certain time though. Dungeons, fire cave, abandoned mine. Oh, they got some new stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. FDZ. That's further up. At first, you'll be going to underground and fire cave a lot. And then eventually abandoned mine as well as Valley of the Wind throughout your thing. I've never done this, really. Never done that. Okay. But each boss has an element for its weakness and its strong point. You hear me? Yeah! Great stuff. Yes. Yes. So, does that make any sense to you guys? Okay. And how to set skills. Let me explain about that as well as closet. Any items you want to keep in your closet that you don't want to clutter up your bag inventory, like, okay, for instance, my gears. Main gears, yeah, there's a certain amount of, slots, stuff. So, and of course, your main gears for your, armors. You want to use them, but they're not very important. There's some that don't really have any importance. Like, literally, they don't have any attributes to them. So, like this one. This one don't have no attributes. You don't see them. Like, they're all zeros. You want to put them in... not exactly your sub-gear, but... in your avatar. Yeah, in the avatar section. You want to have them as avatars. All you have to do, and you don't have the room right here, closet. What goes in the closet cannot come out of the closet. That's right. That's what closet is. It's like limbo. You just put stuff in there and you can't get it back out. So don't closet anything very useful that you will need that will help you stronger. Just closet anything that you know that you probably will not use and it's not useful to you into the closet, but you want to keep the appearance of. Okay? Okay. And of course, people do awesome stuff with their gears. They avatar stuff. You can get them in gotchas. There's some that just don't have attributes. But, the attributes ones, yeah, they're very useful. And gift for Yame, just to make him happy. Let's give him a, see, I got black tourmalines. I got black crystals, but I got chaos crystals also. So, let's give him a gel or some kind of item. I'll give him some cotton. Here, have some cotton. Okay? He's happy. I give him a gift. And this is you do every day. It's daily. Once you complete it all, you get a reward. You get 2 core boxes and a gem. So you get area boss tickets when you go into the orb dungeon when you face this one. He's the purple Jeremy, okay? That's Remy. He's only in the orb dungeon of when you're trying to level up your skills. And he'll say hello to the world, so you say something in the chat. Deepening friendship, that's when you give Yami a gift once per day. Exploring, you harvest stuff. And you fight stuff. Daily quests are very important to do. I was always told to actually do them. But main quest is very important too, so do those. Hopefully I've covered everything. I probably didn't. I mean, if you still have questions, just pop them in my comments and I'll try and answer best as I can. As for Oisa, which you get that kind of weapon later on when you get a little bit stronger, like if you got like 1,000 HP or very high in attack. Let me explain to you on something. I do have a video of Oisa, how to make Oisa. But if that does not help you, well, I don't know what to tell you on that one. Hestia I have not made yet, so later on when I start making Hestia, I'll make a tutorial for it. Liz, item exchange, mount exchange, like coupons, daily point exchange, spirit ward stuff, like different stuff, you know, in case you have certain kinds of stuff. Core box, give her like 10 core boxes, should give you a level 3. If you have magic silver magic coins, you know. Now, since I told you you could store items into this right over here, this dude. Yep, he's storage. He is basically storage. No joke. You have a certain amount of space in storage, so you can up your storage when you go into shop. Let me show you real fast. Shop, and then shop again. That's the gacha, the avatars and stuff. All these little goodies you can buy. I'm gonna actually see what this is. Oh, board drills. Those are the new drills. I don't know nothing about those yet, but don't worry. I'm pretty sure they're very useful for something. Oh, those are the new yukatas. I don't have any of those. Those are new. Those are emotes. You get those as well on gems. If you buy gems, then go for it. There's Fafnir stuff, as well as Druga. Druga is a very pain in the butt, but you'll face him later on. Potatoes are like for your XP, your hunter drop stuff, as well as your Zells. It helps. Zells are your currencies. That's what they call it. Of course, choose your flute. You get to choose, which is kind of cool. I did not notice that. Wait, does this mean I can... Oh, that's cool. So you got all that. More yukatas. That's a lot of yukatas, let me tell you. I've never seen that. You can rename treasure bottles. You can do treasure hunting with your mounts when you get all that. You can buy mounts even here. There's different flutes. See, there's different mounts. Those are from events, and some of them are not. Some of them just put in the store. Like these two were from events. This one was from an event at one point. It was a Christmas one, so is that one. You can get more hair for your avatars up in here. Yeah, faces too. But potatoes, like I said, XP, experience points. You can up it more. Save your luxury potatoes. Save them when you really need them for your, like, leveling your rank 3. But, you know, if you have to do your level 2s at the very end, like going towards, in the level 60s, do it. Gold potatoes for your Zells, up your level of Zells. Hunting potato ups the drop rate. This is like when you're high into high in the, I forgot, the little meter thing of the Dungeons of Fire Cave and Valley of the Wind. If you want to get out of there, use that doll. Beauty room. Bond slot is like guild. Yeah, they got guild stuff here, but, you know, they have some weird guild bond things that really shouldn't be. They have, like, adult rated, and it should not be there, but, you know, I guess they just, I mean, that's them, but I guess in different countries they're kind of weird like that, maybe. I don't know. But storage, you can up your storage spaces. Yes, I am saying something about the Bond developers. Just letting you know, if you're watching this, there is some very weird bonds that really shouldn't be, you know, it should be they should make appropriate bonds for people that's new, learning stuff, not something that is not appropriate. Let me tell you, a certain kind of behavior. I don't know if it's kids or what. I really don't know. It's just something that's just not good in a game that has kids. But, you know, people are weird. But you have housing stuff too, so you do get housing stuff from Snow when you unlock the housing thing from a certain, like, side quest. Your side quests are this way. Where is it? Quest. Yep. There we go. Side quests. All this. So, hopefully I have mentioned everything. But any questions you might have, just put them in the comments and all that. But yes, I am telling you, those weird bonds out there, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but there's kids that play this game. They do not need to know what y'all do. Because you never know. If they say they're adult, there's a possibility they are a kid. You never know who joins into your bonds. Really don't. So be careful what you do. Because your behavior, it reflects on kids and teenagers. And, you know, this isn't an adult rated game. Trust me, it's not. I don't know what you do in your country. It is an international thing. But trust me, kids watch. So, yeah. Hopefully I'll learn something today. And I shall see you next time. Stay safe. And hopefully we can actually clean up this darn game and make it a lot better. I mean, because sometimes the community can be a very challenging thing, but I would like to see some new players here. I would like to see some thriving new players and not corrupted. It would be nice. Yes. So, take care, everybody, and have fun. See you next time.